Chapter 1. The sky cracked open. It began with a ripple in the stars. For days, astronomers noticed an unusual gravitational distortion near Mars. NASA called it a lensing anomaly, something akin to a black hole, but smaller, more erratic, and, disturbingly, drawing closer. Then came the static, electrical storms across every continent, disrupting communication satellites and scrambling GPS systems. Planes were grounded. Power grids flickered. And then the sky cracked open. On the morning of June 6, 2025, the clouds above Earth shimmered, as if the sky itself were bending. A tear, blacker than night and lined with flickering blue energy, split the stratosphere above the Indian Ocean. From it, they came. First came the sound, deep, vibrating pulses that made birds fall from the sky and dogs howl in terror. Then came the ships. Thousands of them, glistening black with sharp, angular designs, pouring through the rift in tight, militaristic formations. They didn't slow. They didn't hail. They descended. By nightfall, Earth was under siege. Chapter 2. Contact is Death. The first cities to fall were coastal, Colombo, Jakarta, Mombasa. The alien ships didn't just bomb targets. They deployed constructs, biomechanical monstrosities that looked like twisted combinations of insect and machine. They stalked the streets, dismembering anything that moved. World leaders scrambled to respond. The United Nations called an emergency meeting, but within hours, its headquarters in New York was reduced to rubble. Fighter jets were scrambled across NATO, China, and Russia. Most were vaporized before they reached the invaders. In Washington, D.C., President Elaine McConnell broadcast a message to the world. This is not the end. We will not kneel. We are the human race. We fight. But that same night, a swarm of ships leveled the White House. All communication with Washington ceased. From that moment on, everyone knew there would be no negotiation. These weren't conquerors. They were exterminators. Chapter 3. Humanity fractured. 2 weeks into the invasion, over 2 billion people were dead. The invaders, quickly nicknamed Wraiths by surviving soldiers, spread across the globe. Their strategy was surgical. They targeted infrastructure, data centers, research labs, and cultural landmarks. Cities were reduced to ash. Earth's own satellites were hijacked and used to relay alien signals, which interfered with military command networks. But amid the devastation, humanity adapted. Underground bunkers and safe zones formed across Europe and South America. In Canada, remnants of NORAD created a mobile command unit deep in the Rockies. Guerrilla cells emerged in Africa and Southeast Asia. And in the ruins of Mumbai, a rogue astrophysicist named Dr. Kavita Rao discovered something shocking. The Wraiths, they're not just here to destroy us, she said, speaking to the resistance via hacked satellite feed. They're harvesting something only humans have. Memories, emotion, the consciousness itself. They feed on our minds. Chapter 4. The siege deepens. By the third month, the Wraiths had established massive monoliths, towering black spires that drilled deep into the Earth's crust. Around these spires, the land withered. Water turned black. Trees crumbled into ash. Animals vanished. People started calling them soul towers. Each tower emitted a low-frequency hum that drove people mad. Some survivors clawed out their own eyes. Others wandered into the towers, never to be seen again. It was Sergeant Elias Granger, a former U.S. Marine, who led the first successful mission against a soul tower in Norway. With a small strike team, he penetrated the perimeter, planted explosives, and brought it down. The explosion didn't just destroy the tower, it caused every nearby Wraith to convulse and collapse. We hurt them, Granger said. They bleed. That small victory lit a fire around the world. From Seoul to Santiago, humans began fighting back. Chapter 5. Echoes of the Forgotten. In the ruins of Paris, a strange artifact was discovered. A spherical device, smooth and metallic, pulsing with blue light. It wasn't alien. It was ancient, human-made. Dr. Rao confirmed its origin. The object was buried beneath the Louvre for thousands of years. The inscription read, for when the stars turn against us. It contained a message, one encrypted in dead languages and DNA markers. After days of decoding, the message became clear. We have fought them before. The wraiths had come once before, in prehistoric times. Humanity's ancient ancestors fought them using knowledge long lost to war and time. This artifact was a warning and a key. Inside it were schematics, blueprints for a weapon made not of metal, but of sound and thought, a frequency that disrupted the wraiths' neural web. A weapon that could turn their own hive mind against them. Chapter 6, Operation Phoenix. The last hope of Earth rested on a plan, Operation Phoenix. The Resistance would launch simultaneous attacks on Sol towers worldwide, coordinated to allow one ship, the Bastion, a prototype space cruiser secretly built during Cold War days, to reach the rift in the sky. Its mission: to deliver the frequency payload directly into the Wraith's central command node beyond Earth. As the Earth burned below, the Bastion launched from an old Soviet missile silo in Kazakhstan. Aboard were Dr. Rao, Sergeant Granger, a crew of 12 survivors, and the weapon, a frequency transmitter known only as the Voice. The ship was intercepted. Wraith drones swarmed it like wasps. But the crew fought. Every inch, every breath. One by one, they fell. Only Rao and Granger reached the core chamber. "We do this," Rao whispered, blood dripping from her temple, not for revenge, but for memory. For our kind. She activated the payload. Chapter 7. When Silence Screams. A tremor rippled across the sky. The rift pulsed, then turned red. Every Sol tower on Earth began to crack, humming louder and louder before imploding into dust. Across the planet, the wraiths froze. Some screamed, an unnatural, metallic shriek, before disintegrating. Others simply fell, lifeless. The Bastion was never seen again. But Earth was quiet. For the first time in months, the stars returned to their place. The sky healed. Epilogue: the scars we keep. 5 years later, the Earth is still rebuilding. Over half the population was lost. Entire continents are still dark. But the Sol towers are gone, and with them, the wraiths. Some believe a few still lurk in shadows, broken, scattered, leaderless. Others believe they'll return one day. But humanity remembers. Statues of Rao and Granger stand in the new United Nations in Geneva. The Voice, replicated and secured, is studied under strict guard. And in the night sky, just beyond Mars, a new ripple sometimes flickers. A reminder that the war is over. But the universe is watching.